Hey guys, it's Tiny Tom Logan back with another video for you. And yes, this may look kind of strange, but we are going to be taking a look at the Gigabyte Z77 G1 Sniper M3. Now, where all these products are still relatively new, I was at Gigabyte recently and I noticed this box. Now, when the early samples and stuff go out to the retailers, they go out on what are called white boxes. And I saw this and I pretty much nabbed it. I've not got it for very long, it's just so that I can do this quick first look for you. Now, it's not a retail box, it's not a retail sample, and it literally is just a bare board. But the idea was for me to bring it back to show you this board because, well, I really like it. And it's just for us to have a first look around the board together. Before it goes back to Gigabyte, basically. I don't even think I'm going to get a chance to test this one. But the reason why I wanted to show you is because it's an M80X Assassin, basically. Funny, the name, but a G1 Sniper M3. And this is the new name for the kind of little M80X one that they're doing. And obviously the black and green is going to be familiar to many of you for the other G1s that they've done. But to quickly have a look round, let's have a look. We have only got a 4-pin power at the top. Fan headers, we've got one there, one there, and one there, and one there. So we've got 4 fan headers in total. First PCI Express slot there. Got 2 more further down. The second slot is going to be probably better for the multiple card setups. Although it will hang out the bottom of your case, but it really depends on, you know, how many slots you've got in your case. If you are literally restricted to M80X, then you can still technically get 2 double slot cards in this. I personally would probably end up having a normal single slot card, a normal double slot card in this, and then maybe a sound card in the bottom so that my graphics card can still breathe, because I don't really like my cards sandwiched right up against each other. If your case does, you know, you've got an ATX case, for example, you could run a double slot card there and another card right in the bottom slot, and you'll still have a spare slot between the 2 cards for them to be able to breathe properly. There's a USB 3 onboard header just over here. At the bottom we've got three USB internal headers, with one of them being the charging point. Obviously got a front panel here. Over on this side you can see that you've got this brace going right the way round. And that's because of to help basically with like static and interference with the audio. In fact, if I zoom you out a little bit, you'll be able to see a bit better. Sorry, just in case you missed it before, I did say that there's a fan header there, fan header there, and a fan header there, and a fan header there, just so you can see all of them. So we've got 4, 2 on this side of the board and 2 on the top of the board. If we flip it round and have a look on this side, you can see that we've got 2 USB 2s, PS2 slot there, which do keyboard and mouse. Then we've got VGA, DVI, display port, HDMI, 2 USB 2s, and then what looks like a USB 2 with an eSATA port as well. It may just be eSATA. I can't really tell. There's contacts both sides, but we'll say just eSATA just to be careful, because obviously I've got no documentation here to be able to check, double check, do you know what I mean? But anyway, we've got 2 USB 3s on the back, Gigabit Ethernet, and then the onboard audio, which also comes with an optical out. I think this really though is, this could obviously end up building because of the colour coding and stuff. And with the new GTX 680 stuff that's just been released, the black and green can obviously tie itself into a really, really tastily themed build. And where this is obviously M80X as well, it means that you can have quite a small, powerful system. You could technically have this running a 680 and a sound card, so it could be quite high-end because you obviously want really nice audio. Easily, you know, fill the DIMM slots up. You can get 8 Gigabyte sticks now, so this board would be capable of having a total of 32 gig of RAM in there, although 8 to 16 would probably be better. I'd also probably go for something with a slightly higher megahertz if the Sandy Bridge stuff is anything to go by. But it really is, it's down to you guys. Obviously it's going to be a gaming board, so there's not a massive amount of SATA ports on it, but like I said, where this is going to be aimed at the gamers, it's not necessarily going to be something that people are going to have stacks and stacks of hard drives. But let me know what you think. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever nabbed a white box like this, so let me know what you think. Are you interested in stuff like this? Also, comment underneath, let me know if this is the type of board that you could be interested in buying when they get released. What would your hardware specs be? That type of thing. Post in the comments underneath. I always read the comments. I may not reply to everyone, but I read every single one that comes through, because every single comment, I get an email from YouTube, so my inbox is always rather full, but I always do go through them. But one thing I will say is I am personally really excited about the new range of Gigabyte Z77 boards, and I've got high hopes for them. I really have. Obviously, I've not tested them yet, but it's not going to be too far off before we can start talking about results and stuff like that. But anyways, this is your first look at the Gigabyte G1 Sniper M3. I really like this, I honestly do. I've always liked the black and green Gigabyte boards, but this little baby one, it's growing on me rather rapidly. But anyway guys, this is Tiny Tom Logan with an obscenely short video for me. Out.